My story has been 10 years in the making. I just want to say that we serve an amazing God. My first husband brought me here to America. We dated for 3 years in the Philippines. And as soon as we got here, it started the emotional abuse. Our last fight, he was driving. He pulled over, kicked me out of the car, told me to never come back home. I just realized I was homeless at that time. But my friend from Reno just called me and offered me a job to a care homes, and that's what I did.
We had a mutual friend. I was helping this buddy because I was working on cars back in the day, and this buddy's like, "Hey, are you dating anybody?" I said, "No." He's like, "Oh, I got this girl you want to meet. You want to meet somebody?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." So then we go to dinner, you know, I see her the first time, I'm like, oh my gosh, right?
I dated Eddie for 3 years, and we've been talking about fixing my visa. Yeah, it's a complicated visa because I'm still tied up to my ex-husband. We seek a lawyer, and the lawyer advised us get married and just petition her. Even with the petition, I still need to go back to the Philippines for my interview. But if I leave America, I'll be banned for 10 years because I overstayed my visa.
So we kind of just, you know, talked about it, and, you know, we'll just make this work. We'll stay, you know, she's able to stay home, and we'll start our family. And, you know, being able to, for her, once we had Nathan, you know, she could stay and raise Nathan.
After 3 years of waiting, we received an email that the travel ban, the waiver, hardship waiver was approved or has been approved. That's the only thing that we've been really waiting for, is the travel ban to be lifted so I can go back to the Philippines and do my interview. But still the worry of the interview being denied, because there's still that. It's still not guaranteed. And the interview day, the guy said, "You're approved for a visa." And I didn't even realize that I was approved. I'm like, oh, okay, I brought this much of documents with me to present to him, you know, whatever he needs. But okay, that's it, you're approved. What's my next move? What's my next step? You just wait for your visa. Got
all of our luggage, everything there. We get to the airport, and, you know, waiting in line, this huge long line. It's like an hour and a half to get on. And she gets approached, you know, "Where's your paperwork?" "My paperwork." "Okay, you're good." And they take her and they go, "Oh, okay, come with me." So she needs to leave to go check in all her paperwork that we've been, you know, trying to get. So, and I see her walking back, and she just shakes her head like, "No, like I can't leave." I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So we're literally ready to leave. You know, so we're like debating, okay, do I stay? Does she stay? Does she keep Nathan for 3 months? Because it's going to be three more months, because she needs this one other stamp for people that have never left. So, you know, like, what are we going to do? We're just waiting for, like, you know, 5–10 minutes talking, and everybody's phone goes off. Wah, wah, like this big alarm goes off. We look at our phone, it says earthquake. We're like, earthquake, okay. You know, we didn't feel anything, didn't feel an earthquake. So, you know, we just keep talking. She's like, "You know what, I'm gonna talk to him one more time." You know, she calls the head of the security over there, and, you know, she's like, "Sir, you know, I really need your help. You know, this is Jen again." He's like, "Okay, you know, I've got my husband and my son with me." And he's like, "Your son? Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take my name. You gotta go to this address, 7:30 in the morning. Make sure you're there early, and they'll let you in for the class so you can get your stamp, right?" So she goes early to the class, like 5:30, and there's probably 200–300 people there early in the morning, right? And there's a sign on the door says, "We're closed because of the earthquake." You know, and all these people keep showing up, you know, so they're like, okay, someone opens the door, and they're like, okay, everybody who has, yeah, so everyone that had a return flight to leave were able to get the stamp. So there was like 300–400 people, and only 10 people got stamps, and Jen was one of them that got the stamp. God literally shook the Philippines for us, so the class was canceled, so She didn't have to do the 4 or 5 hour class. They just stamped her and said, here you go.
I just smiled and realized 10 years, you know, we serve an amazing God. You don't even know how He's working, how He's been doing in your life, but during that 10 years, He took care of me. He gave me the best husband and our family and our life now. It just took 10 years for me to realize all that, because I've been desiring for my visa to be approved, but He's been taking care of me all the time. So I hope for all of you who are waiting for an answer or for your story to be resolved, just hold on to Him. It will come.